Hey YouTube, welcome back to Life of Alicia. If you've been following me, then you know that I've been traveling to a lot of different places, and one of the places that I went to was actually Akihabara in Tokyo. So if you haven't seen that travel diary, I will link it down in the description box. On my channel, I am starting a new series called TLDR. If you don't know what that means, it means too long, didn't read. So it's basically just a series where if maybe you want to go somewhere but you don't want to read all about it on the internet, you can come to my channel, Life of Alicia, instead, and you can watch some short, quick videos where I'm going to be telling you guys about either stuff you can do or some tips and tricks that maybe you might not find on the internet. So with that, this is going to be my first TLDR video, and I am going to be covering some things about Akihabara that you can really only know from actually experiencing it and going there. So I went to Akihabara via train, and the first thing that I learned is that Akihabara station, like the train station, is massive. There is a huge department store inside. There's tons of stores, and so you could literally spend like an entire day just in the Akihabara station. Obviously that's not what you want to do, but if you do like shopping, there is a huge department store just like in the station itself. The second thing that I learned is that you probably do actually need a full day there. So I wouldn't say I would do like a half trip or a couple hours trip to Akihabara. I think you do need a full day to kind of see everything that there is in Akihabara. So the third thing that I learned, for those of you that are interested in going to maybe some of those maid cafes, is that you need to get there early. There is usually a very long line to get into any of the maid cafes, so if you want to go into one and don't want to wait several hours, you need to get there early. And there usually are like girls dressed in like maid outfits, like standing on like the street corners and stuff, that are trying to like reel you into the cafes, but then you have to stand in line for like 2 hours or something. So if you do want to go to them, try to get there early. A lot of them don't take reservations, so you need to get there early. This is the same with many of the other like themed cafes. So they've got like video game cafes or like animal cafes and stuff where you get to like hold animals and stuff. It's the same idea. You need to get there early if you want to not have to wait in line forever. So the fourth thing that I learned is that, well, as you know, Akihabara is a like electronic central kind of shopping area, and there's so much stuff. But actually if you go down a lot of like the side streets off of the main street, there's actually a lot more stuff, and a lot of it is cheaper. Like the tripod that I got, when you go into like one of the main stores, it's like probably like $30, but I found it like on one of the side streets for like $5. So I suggest going down the side streets. Main Street is great, but if you want to experience more or maybe find some cheaper things, kind of branch off a little bit, and you should be able to find some other stuff. The fifth thing that I learned is that there are tons and tons of arcades there. So if you are looking to find literally anything that you want out of some sort of like UFO catcher or arcade machine, you can probably find it. Every other building is basically like an arcade, and usually it's very difficult to get something out of like one of those like UFO catchers, but it's really fun to try, and sometimes if you're lucky you can get something, and you usually have a better shot of getting like something out of one of the small machines, especially if it's got like 3 claws. Can't really do it 3 claws. It's usually better to grab when it's like very small, and if it's like a round fluffy object like a stuffy or something, like those are usually easier to get than like the big boxes of like stuff. But either way, it's really fun to try. I suggest trying the little ones. You usually have more success with those ones. So the sixth thing is again about the arcades. If you really want something and it's maybe not like in the easiest position to get, or it's like up on the back wall instead of like out in the area where you actually grab things for the UFO catchers, you can actually ask one of the attendants and they can actually make it easier for you to get it. You might need to use Google Translate or something, but you can ask them to make it easier to get something. So maybe placing it on top of everything else, or bringing something down so that you can get the thing that you actually want. The seventh thing I recommend doing is that you actually try one of those gacha machines. You are almost guaranteed to get something at least, so you're not spending money like at the arcade for maybe no reward. Unless it kind of eats your money, usually you will get something out of the gacha machines, and I think that's like one of the main like attractions at Akihabara. So I suggest trying it. You can look around, there's tons of them. You can find something that you might actually like, and then try and get one of the capsules. And the eighth thing that I learned is that don't bother going early to Akihabara, because nothing really opens until 10 o'clock in the morning. So some restaurants, convenience stores, that kind of stuff will be open early, but none of the stores or like big things will really open until 10 or 11 in the morning. Whether it's a weekend or a weekday, there's no point in going early unless maybe you want to get like some nice pictures with like no one on the streets, or you are interested in going to some food places that are open early. But yeah, really it's more of like an afternoon nightlife kind of area, so don't bother going early in the morning so you get to sleep in on your vacation. And the ninth thing that I learned in Akihabara is that the main street actually closes from 1 to 5 p.m. on Sundays. So I suggest going to Akihabara on Sundays, again not before 10 a.m. Go on Sundays 1 to 5. The road is closed down to all cars, so you can walk around, take pictures, and without having to worry about being yelled at by a policeman or getting hit by a car. And the 10th thing that I learned is to bring your passport. So this goes for a lot of touristy places, especially in Japan, but if you bring your passport and you buy something over $50 and under $500, you can actually get tax-free. But you need to have your passport with you. So because a lot of stuff in Akihabara is electronic based and they're usually on the more expensive side, bring your passport, you can get tax-free. So tax in Japan is 8%, so you can get rid of that. You just pay like base fee, and because there's so much stuff, it's actually a great opportunity because, well, tax-free, you get to save money. So bring your passport, save some money. So that is all that I have for you guys today. I hope that video was short enough and gave you kind of some like tips and stuff that can help you if you're planning on going to Akihabara. Again, this is my first episode in my TLDR series. Stay tuned for more videos like this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you share it so that other people can learn in this quick TLDR series. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below, and I'll be posting more videos shortly, probably soon. I haven't really figured it out yet, but anyways, thank you for watching Life of Alicia. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!